Hi everyone, welcome to Crypto Angles podcast number 26. 2 and a 6 equals 8. 8 is the number of wealth, 8 is the toroidal field. Our toroidal field is changing today. Okay, so welcome everyone. Over here we combine astronomy with astrology and we use that to see how it could be impacting the crypto market. I do also take note of the world stage and I check in the Gematria to see what could be signaled. So we will be doing that today with the schools in lockdown. So there's 3 different variations we're going to look at, but that's what we're going to look at today. I did say it would be aliens, but I've also been called to continue these. I mentioned that I was going to put it on my Patreon, like only on my Patreon, and probably just leave it on YouTube once a month. But I've been feeling called to just do it cycle by cycle. If you notice, we're removing a particular word out of our vocabulary because we are not weak, we are stronger than ever. So we're replacing that word for the 7 days with the word cycle. So feel free to join me if you would like to do that, but that's what I'm doing anyway. Also, I have to let you know that I do offer personal readings if you'd like. This is the last cycle that it will be 50% off. After that it will go to full price. So on the 30th of September, Saturday, is the last day you can get it at 50% off. So feel free to reach out to me. I've done an example for XRP and Bitcoin, and Ethereum's will be coming soon. Not only that, but I do have this calendar available and it is on sale, as you can see, so feel free to treat yourself to that because that is in alignment. This calendar it's here, I'm using it, but it's in alignment with the visible sky, and this is the what I'll be using. So I am transparent as well. I'm on my moon time right now. I'm in pain and I'm not very happy. So just bear with me. Also, with my last video, I made a mistake. This didn't say torture. My brain read it as torture. So just ignore that. We are in September, Virgo energy. So I have to clear that up. And also stellarium. It is missing an L. However, the pronunciation is the same. Now the reason why I'm still sticking to this because it's our sound vibrations basically. So check out last cycle's video for I'm doing the most to get that word out of my brain. I do not like it, but check out last cycle's video to get full what I was talking about here basically, because look at this. Stellarium is coming up a lot. I don't know if you are on the world of TikTok or whatever. I don't know if it's on Instagram, but because of this, now I did mention it in my previous video as well. This was the picture I was meant to show, so it was in this video when it comes up. So if I can show you, come on laptop, just don't be so long. So in this video I was trying to edit it and say, yeah, I'll try and put this picture up, but it really just didn't work. It just was not working. But this is what I was meant to put up. Because I'm screen recording, I can just easily show it now. But the Stellarium app and any other star app really, though I noticed what has been being spread around recently all over TikTok is the Stellarium app. So I find that super interesting. And of course, we've got this child asteroid about to be birthed. Check out my other videos, because in this video here where I was talking about the 7 luminaries, equals glow up time is 6 now because Mercury stopped retrograding. But check that out, because at the end of that I was saying that this transformation that is taking place from now till the end of this year, December 2023, will literally be pleasing for your inner child. And the child's about to be birthed and about to experience reality. So if you've been feeling like shit like me, and like probably many other people, then I'm seeing improvement coming in. Okay, I am seeing that. And also, if you are not feeling the best, I do have some words of wisdom with today's Gematria breakdown. So let's get into it anyway. We're going into the schools lockdown. So there's just a slight variation difference, but I found them quite interesting. So we've got school lockdowns, then we've got school in lockdown, and then we're bringing it closer to home, UK school lockdowns. Okay, so let's get into it. Nature is drugs. Beautiful. So school lockdown 138, and I don't know if you notice at the top I put 2. So with numbers and the way my brain sees numbers, it collapses kind of like a geometric pattern. The numbers just collapse into themselves and becomes just the base number. So with what I'm speaking about for the 1388, keep in mind the 2 energy. Okay, 2 is contrast, duality, it's existence, because in order to have existence, we need that contrast. This is why we have the moon, the reflection. The moon is, number 2, and it's basically it's the reflection, the mirror for existence to exist. So keep in mind this contrast is appearing in our reality. With that, if you like that extra depth, do let me know. So school in lockdown, keep an eye out for that number 2. But yeah, you know how I says many times there was a lot of biblical references. There's a lot more. So be the great and terrible day of the Lord. Just, there was 333 there. We've got a date, October 17th. Does anyone have any connections to this? Because even though I'm going through this stuff and I'm showing you the Gematria because it shows you the relationship these have with each other, kind of like a chain reaction, a string of events, or when one thing signals, it's talking about that basically. So it's important to know to become aware of what's being signaled on the world stage, but don't feed the narrative. Don't give your energy and effort into it. Just become aware of it. Take note of certain dates, take note of certain things, like if that's to happen, then it's probably signaling this. Okay, that's the mindset I'd like you to go in with this. Targeted individuals, people are being targeted at this point. I don't know who. Is it the ones who have some nanobites within their bodies potentially? Could it be more so the elderly, the children? Are they particularly being targeted? Last day under the sun. What does that mean? We're getting 231. The arrests are yet to come. We know that people on the world stage are doing the most. We also know that a lot of them deserve to exit the realm. They don't deserve to breathe anymore, to be honest, with the things that they've done. However, are arrests coming up? Is this why the alien narrative is coming out? Is this why the cloning narrative is coming out? We're going to get into the clones. Are people going to be moved away and just replaced? Will the masses not know? Will the people who don't see not know? Anointed twins. I thought I'll put this in because I see the twins being, people say twin flames, but I see that as the left and right hemisphere of our brain alchemically coming together. That's how I see that. I don't see it as a separate person. I really don't care about celebrities, to be honest with you, though I'm going to take note if this individual pops up on the world stage, it's just like a story or a narrative just blows up, then around about these schools going in lockdown and stuff, then I'll pay attention, basically. We've got more arrests. Arrest them all and put them on trial. People are going down, but who is going down is that the last one. So we're going to go through these a bit quicker, and then we'll get onto the astrological story and how I'm seeing that could impact the crypto market, and then we'll finish on technical analysis. Sorry, I didn't mention that at the beginning. So the road less traveled, that's the way to go. If everyone is doing it, it's wrong. Just leave them alone. Go on your own road. I also noticed this is interesting with the 225 with being 2025 very soon. Well, after 2024, got one more year. The wedding of the goddess. I found this interesting because on the last video we had the bride being ready, etc., etc., and this is just goddess. Let's bring that in. Manifesting stories to control mankind. This is why I need you to just become aware of it and do not feed the narrative. The world stage is going to do what it needs to do, but you need to just focus on you and your own energy. 420. 420. It's also telling me I've just not been feeling the best with my herb taking, and I haven't had it for a while, to be honest. I didn't have it for a while, and then I had peace, and I was just like, nah, I'm just not feeling this. So yeah, but that's my own journey. Everyone does their own thing, of course. Social workers, I found this interesting because why is this coming up with school lockdowns? We know, if you don't know, the social workers, I'm not saying all, for the genuine people it's a very difficult job. However, this profession has been used to take children away, and to do all not the nice stuff to children. So the fact that like this has come up with the lockdowns, school lockdowns, I'm it's interesting. I'm keeping an eye on that. So we've got Gematria should be taught in schools. It really should. It really should. But what's going to happen to the schools? Because with these lockdowns, I'm not sure anymore. Like, I don't know. I need to stop saying I don't know. The source, your channel. So though all of this is coming up, like it's still like source energy coming through. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. It's just existence existing through itself right now. We've got this, caught up to meet who in the air. So again, another reference to that story, that narrative. And this character, it comes up again. It comes up quite a lot. So it's just like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of talk about this. There's going to be a lot. I found this interesting because Enoch Thoth, Hermes and Mercury. Hermes is Mercury. Potentially, is that the same person? I don't know. But I know Hermes is Mercury. And Mercury is a messenger. Mercury comes in quick. Mercury fuels money. And obviously this is Crypto Angles podcast, so it's a lot to do with money. So he's there. I am the vortex. Again, like these schools, it's kind of like portals are opening. Was it the last video I did? Portals were opening. Ascended to heaven in a cloud. So heaven ultimately is your head. Like it's your head. But yeah. So but again, I just find this interesting in the 224. There's no coincidences. So all of these things are like being impacted. It's going to be very evident by 2025 and noticeable by 2024, of course. The last one, power of lies dead. Basically, we're entering into an energy and a time where lies just can't exist anymore. It won't work to lie. So try it, it's not going to work. Anyway, school lockdowns. So just a standard one. This will obviously cover the whole realm, not just UK, because the next one's UK. So, oh, it's the same thing, schools lockdown, but it's ordinal, sorry. This one was Hebrew. That was Hebrew, this is ordinal, and the 188 breaks down into 8. So again, this is toroidal field change, wealth is imminent, or poverty. So 8 is either or, it's either or. So let's go through it. School lockdowns, as you can see, we've got China will attack USA. I'm sure I had this on another one. If I didn't, I've seen it before and I was just like, I don't want to put that out there. So as I said, the world stage is going to do what the world stage is going to do. Just don't feed any narratives. Yeah, 5-3, all interesting. Rise from the ashes, getting a Phoenix rising vibes happening there. Spring equinox, again, the last video we had, Easter is the timeline, spring, there's something about spring. 5-2, year of the rabbit is 52, we are in the year of the rabbit. The love of a lifetime, is this coming true? I don't know. This is interesting because 82 is Venus. If you type in Venus, it's 82, and it's coming up. So maybe this is coming from the connection in your brain, the left and right hemispheres. So moving on to ordinal now, we're putting schools in lockdown, so I've put it as a capital, and we get in 211, and this breaks down to 4. So 4 is time, it's building, it's structure, it's law and order. So keep that in mind for number 4. So as we go through these, it's the 4 energy. All right. Crimes against children. So what are the coincidences? There's no coincidences. Schools in lockdown. Social worker is there. Crimes against children. There's no coincidences. I hope you can hear my voice more than this fan because it is super loud. But I'm in bed because I'm not very well. But let me move to the window to cool the laptop down just a little. Oh, as you could see, we're getting Christine Lagarde. Now, I don't have a picture of her up. Just go and search her, go and Google her. She talks a lot about finance and stuff. She's made some wild price predictions for Bitcoin, and all I can say is make sure you've got some Bitcoin, and of course XRP, but this is long term, like it's not tomorrow, okay? Like if you just want quick stuff, you need to go away. So it starts now. I don't know why the Chaldean wasn't there. Oh, that's why I took 2 pictures. It starts now. Whatever plan is happening is moving full force right now. We've got a date, December 25th. There was quite a few. It's just noisy now. There was quite a few December dates, so I am keeping Christmas in mind, but it was a bit more positive, to be honest, the things linked to Christmas, so we'll see. Getting that 81, 18, and I find this interesting, another Christmas connection, a partridge in a pear tree, and look at this beautiful mirror right there. It's literally 4488, 88 star constellations in the sky. I don't know, is Christmas time gonna be transformational? Is it gonna be, that silly picture that goes around on Twitter that I've not seen it this whole year, but the decoders on there just sent like loads of this creepy Christmas photo of them looking happy. But alien transmission, again, I'm finding this interesting. There is a lot we're covering today, so I am going to I'm trying to talk louder because there's noises, but I'm going to go into the aliens on the next video, okay? But I find it interesting that we're getting alien transmission and the schools locked down, because it's like there were email threats, but no one was sharing what was in the email threats, and then like other stuff is coming up online, so like I don't know what's going on. Could it be an alien transmission a threat in the school? I don't know what they're gonna plan. Biden's climate emergency. Does he have an emergency going on? Because I know they talk about climate change, blah blah blah. It's just all nonsense, scollywaddle. But like if that comes up, pay attention that something's like starting now, and be prepared. Apocalypse, angel of death. I found this interesting because apocalypse just means like unveiling, like uncovering or revealing. People are going to be waking up to something. Angel can just be angle, so you're waking up to different angles of this revealing that's coming out, and this could cause a death. Like it could literally be a death of self and you have to regrow. Like it could be on that level, or we could be seeing some of this. We'll see. We've got coronal mass injection. Found that interesting. That was the last one. So that just links a bit more to when you're being birthed and crowned, to be honest. So it's the crowning that's happening with the mass injection, I think. Don't quote me on that, so I'm not going to talk too much. 211, all the world is a stage. As I said, see what is being signaled on the world stage and just carry on doing your thing. Like literally, the Saturn matrix, all the world is a stage. 25, rabbit, year of the rabbit. Yep, Saturn's matrix. All the world is a stage. Time. I was talking a lot about time in my last video because I have this strange connection to Saturn for some strange reason. Destroy pyramids. I found this interesting because I have a theory. Now, it's just a Kelita theory, but it's my theory. And my theory is what had been used to keep humanity in a certain state of being, like a lower state of being, was the technology of Saturn's rings, the moon, and some of the pyramids that have been left uncovered. That's my theory. Yeah. Yeah, I don't say it to a lot of people, but we got extreme poverty. So people who are unprepared, we had unprepared with the on India moon sun mission. So this could be coming. Like I says, we know that they're removing middle class, and it's just gonna be 1 and 2, isn't it? So maternal instincts. Now, I am trusting my maternal instincts, my mother instincts, and I feel everyone else should too. My daughter has been outright refusing to go to nursery, just refusing. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna force you. I've asked her, do you want to go? Do you? But she's just says no. She says it makes her sad. She leaves sad when she comes. So I'm like, I'm trusting this because with all of these lockdowns, they're lucky. They're lucky. All I'm saying is, if you put your child in their system, be prepared for nonsense. Okay, be prepared for nonsense. So we've got schools in lockdown here. Hebrew version 1437. We're getting 15:6. So I find that interesting. So I'm sure, isn't this a karmic number? This is a karmic number, so it's kind of showing to me like energetically with the whole realm with trying to do these schools in lockdowns. It's like we're breaking through karmic energies here. So keep that in mind. And 6 equals the material. So change 5 and 1. 1 is structure, 5 is connection and change, and 6 is the material. So it's like there's going to be some new structure change on this new structure within the material happening, and it's like breaking through karmic energies. So this is why, like, though it's like a bittersweet thing, existence is just going to exist and heal itself. So anyway, 1437, a new order of the ages. So things are changing for sure. Mount Merapi erupts in Indonesia. I would really like someone to pay attention to this, because if this actually happens, like, you know, this is how they signal each other, and they're just letting people know, like, oh yeah, it's going to be an eruption, then this will happen, and blah blah blah. So if this happens, it's just like even more of a sign. What? To get your attention. Okay, all right. 2 bridges becoming 1. I just thought again, like twin flame energy, your 2 hemispheres of your brain, the bridge is connecting. Well, we're connecting to self right now. We all know, I'm not going to read this out, but we all know it is, and it's clear. It's clear. The controllers, they know this. The people who are reading it, they know. They still just push it out there. You should see one video. There was one video of a lady saying, she was talking and she had like no enthusiasm at all. Like, she sounded less enthusiastic than me now, and she's talking to a whole, like, it went on the news and stuff. So more energy, more passion, more passion. Earth once under Saturn rule, just Saturn time coming up again. I just had to share that. Start of revelation, start of this revealing, what is being revealed. A lot of the, like, seals being broken, being open. The horsemen was mentioned in a few of my other videos. So this, again, biblical reference. Moving now onto something a little bit closer to home. So UK schools lockdown, because this is where I first heard it. It first happened in Leeds. I was like, what type of nonsense is going on? And literally since then, my daughter's just been refusing to go to nursery. And the first video I saw was of a nursery lockdown. I was like, but wait. So anyway, oh, we're getting 1598, which breaks down to another. That's meant to be 5. Forgive me. That should be a 5, not a 4. My brain. But it breaks down to 14.5, which definitely is a karmic number because I have this in my chart. So again, collectively, over here in the UK anyway, but collectively we're breaking through some of these karmic energies, and I believe this is to do with money. So it is meant to be 14 and then 5. It won't be here for this video. Can I change it? No, I don't think I can edit it. And what have I done? Oh, it's just clicked it off. I can't edit it, I don't think. No, so it's fine. So anyway, it breaks down to 5. So 1, again, structure. 1 is structure, 4 is time, law and order, building, and 5, it would be 5 is change, connection and change. So as you can see, controversy is the first one. All of this is bringing up a lot of controversy. It is bringing up a lot of energy harvesting, and this is why I say take your children out of their system. If your child is under their roof, they can do kind of what they want, and they can all like the birth certificate alone already kind of gives them the key to do a little bit too much than they can already do, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's one of them ones, if you're under their roof, you know what I'm saying, just leave, let them play themselves, and then they're going to do this. It's going to stir up a lot of emotions. It's going to take people's energy, causing the biggest distraction when something else is going on. So controversy. I expect to make more money soon. They're letting people know. We're going to move into the technical analysis, but there is going to be an amazing buying opportunity. If you don't know about crypto, you need to know about crypto. Like, let's say you need to. You don't need to know about it. I'll take that back. But it don't make sense to me. It's kind of like the most logical thing to do right now. It's the most logical and most easiest thing to do, but your choice is your choice, and it's just not that hard. There's many people out there who can help you, who can guide you. Just ask questions. Just ask questions. But not only just crypto, know about stocks, like all of these things. Have your own business. So this is just inevitable anyway. You know what I'm saying? But people know what's going on. So there's going to be massive controversy, whilst those who are grounded will just be doing this. Okay, 1998. That's interesting. 333, 3 threes, 3 6 9 9. Yeah. Buy Ada now. Ada, ADA, Cardano. Get it. Just get it. Figure out what it is, and if you resonate with it, then get it. We out here, we're discovering the truth right now. The veil it's done been lifted for time. Where is my man? I don't know. Where's Bae? That's my question. Where is Bae? But I'm not even available to date. I'm not dating. I'm over it. Either court me or leave me alone. Like, I was married before, so I'm ready to be on that level again. So court me or leave me alone, because I don't have the time. Get ready, meek and poor. Our time has come. So this being a biblical reference as well, like, if you know, I've read in the Bible, it says something about the meek and the poor, but our time has come, and I'm just seeing those people who, one, have taken inspired action, have put in the work, and just genuine souls, you know what I'm saying? Like, energy shift has happened. Surely we're all feeling it. So, yeah. Pyramid matrix needs dismantling. Again, this is why I mentioned with my theory, a Kelita theory, my theory about Saturn, the moon, and the pyramids. Not all of them, because a lot are covered. Like, a lot are covered, and we walk on them like a mountain, but it's a pyramid. So, or a massive structure. Probably not even a pyramid, it's just one massive, massive structure, and then we just walk on it like mountains. But yeah, it needs dismantling, because, well, this pyramid structure, we need to flip it on its head, you know? So a lot of people are standing at the top instead of like loads of people at the bottom. It's just little people at the top. Like, no, flip it upside down so it holds a big structure and we can stand on the top. Heaven ends the trans deception. I just found this just like, because let's be honest, though there are genuine people who have gone through this transformation, there's still an agenda about it that's being pushed. And heaven, as I says, is your head. So maybe it's just as the wisdom is coming back to us, the portals are opening, the wisdom comes back, and we're no longer confusing people. Just leave children alone. Adults, do what you're doing. But I can't take it when it's to children. Stop confusing them. If you're if you're literally feeling just like, if this cycle, the 38th cycle, which 38 links to gold, if you have felt just like, whoa, it's been tough, especially the past 2 days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think it's almost done. Okay, just face everything and rise. We can do it. We'll do it together. Just share information, comment back if this resonates. Let's just talk, share our findings. But continuing, they are all beasts pretending to be angels, so keep that in mind, especially when it comes to these school lockdowns and they're trying to say, hey, we're doing this for your child's safety, and then for some reason they happen to get medical people on site that can do what they need to do for your child's safety. Like, what are they protecting them against? They're coming off saying, like, literally the lady was saying, you need to be the one to protect your newborn by giving them not just their 47 injections that they give them anyway, but the extra one that they're trying to say, this is the last one that you'll need, and it will protect you against any extra virus that they create, basically. They've got corrupted values, keep that in mind. Had Saturn in there too. You have the plan, so you've got your plan. Know your plan, stick to your plan. If you don't have a plan, make a plan. The time is now. Look up at the heavens and see. Again, it's looking up into your own mind, into your own head. What can you truly see? What's there? And then beyond the skull, beyond that, look up at the sky. Just look up at the sky. You'll just get answers. You don't even need to ask anything, just look. Believe and receive. So as for, I'll put that in there. Just know that things are shifting, and just be in receptive mode, because it's time to receive now. It really is. Again, what are we receiving? The quantum financial system. How is this linked to UK schools lockdown? Like, you see, where it said we had a video where we had a code come up with London is ready, and I was like, what? Wasn't London ready? London plays a big role. So yeah, UK, pay attention. UFO victory. Is this Project Bluebeam just there? Do they know they're gonna be some CGI, not CGI, what is it? Just, just that technology to just show like, oh yeah, it's a UFO, and it's like victory. Is that what they're going to do in relation to the school lockdowns? Like, what is the threat so bad? Like, I'm curious to know. I found this, it made me chuckle. God pukes rainbows, and then Satan mimics the rainbow. So I find this interesting because, like, we are the rainbow. We're kind of just light being projected through the prism. And then obviously this rainbow projection is being mimicked. So I found that cute. Anyway, almost done. City water. I found this interesting because city water is disgusting. Like, I have a water distiller, and what comes out of that is just like, oh, like, ugh. And I'm not even deep in the city, but I'm still too close to the city. Like, I don't really like it. But yeah, we already know that they throw a lot of stuff in water. We bathe in water. Even if you don't drink that water, it's like you wash your hands in it daily, you bathe in it, shower, soak, all of that type of stuff. And many people still actually drink this, and I just don't feel it's doing the best. Like, pay attention to this, to just water, I guess. Not saying it, but they're preparing themselves again. Round 2, maybe. I don't know. Trying cozy Christmas lights. You see, this came up. Christmas again. Another Christmas connection. He who dreams of stars. So stargazing. This. This has come up a few times with some of the other decodes, but I didn't include it, because again, I wasn't just like, I don't want to put that narrative out there, though. I don't know, we also had huge damage at one point, so we'll see, as the wind just is winding right now. Exposed human cloning factory. They clone Tyrone. So the clone Tyrone. There's a video on in TikTok of a man who was just like, I'm sure that that's my clone as well, but I don't know, like, cloning is coming up a lot to the surface, so are they going to put that out there? Like I says, they're throwing the narrative of who is a real human. So you've got clones, you've got AI, you've got aliens, you see. So, and then the digital identities and stuff commences. So last two, so this is the ordinal now for UK schools lockdown. It's 220 220. Stellar Lumens XLM, another cryptocurrency. I recommend this. Is this part of the ISO 200? No, I don't think it is. I'm not sure. Can't remember. Military operation. So from these lockdowns, will it get to a point where the military is called? It's going to be interesting. The world is a show, the world is a stage, so we'll see. Again, this has come up. So this has come up. I'm not going to say it. Points of no return. I don't even feel like I'm at a point where I can't return. I can't. I have to keep going. There's no choice. We're getting that 77 here as well. There was a lot of, I didn't do a 77 decode, but if you go and watch Waters Above, he did it on one of his. There's just a lot of 77 like change is happening. Like, we can't go back at this point. Space Force Project Odin. I found this interesting. Like, are they playing a god? Not God. Are they playing a god? Because Odin's one of the gods, isn't he? Riders of the Storm. My people, let's ride the storm, because we are aware of the storm that is happening. Don't get caught up. Simplify your life. If you've naturally been feeling to do this, then trust yourself. Obviously, if not, then trust yourself. But I've kind of naturally, I just want to declutter. I've not managed to do it yet. Well, I've started, but there's just so much clothes. I don't want. I don't know whether because I'm just on my period, on my flow, and I'm just emotional. But I was just like, I'm fed up of even shaving. It's just making me sad. Like, I don't want to. I don't mind doing just like my legs, but sorry, TMI. Let's move on. So 20 again, we get in this, another cryptocurrency. So what have we had? We've had ADA, we've had XRP and XLM come up. We've had Bitcoin come up as well in the last video. If this is presented on the world stage, because again, it's like Muslims, that they're cool, you know what I'm saying? But like, this extreme narrative, and you know just what they do, I just feel it's them. I honestly just feel it's them just causing nonsense and havoc, to be honest. So if this like pops up on the world stage again, then take note. Just take note. It's time to obviously do this. XLM, simplify your life. Just all of this stuff, you know. And then the last one, we're getting to the astrological story of today, of this cycle, White Dragon Society. I found this interesting. I thought I'd include it because we are moving from the year of the rabbit to the year of the dragon, which is this phoenix energy. Yeah, so yeah, I just thought I'd include that. I don't know if it's a full society or anything, but it's the dragon I found interesting. August is the month. What is coming through to me, we're getting there's Saturn in there with a palindrome number, time 6612, again 12 breaks down to 3, but 66 being the material. August is the month. Something is happening deep within the material reality this month, potentially obviously next year, so keep an eye out for that. And my perception is we may see our first peak of price discovery then, yeah, surpassing all-time highs. We'll see. Stick around for the calendar that will be ready for next year. It will be ready soon, so we'll keep an eye on the astrology of what is going on then. Battle of the century. So yeah, it's big changes, like big changes. And obviously half the people probably won't even realize a battle or anything's going on. I don't know. Sword of truth, like this is another biblical reference. It's just like the sword is coming to slice the truth in half. Like, you know, truth is coming out, the veil is lifted. Getting that 77 again. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy. We all know this was about death, and we got our children singing it. I was singing it like ring around it, you know, just death. It's death. So is that what's coming? Oh, human extinction day. Yeah, I don't know. Like, which day is that? I don't know. The stars, the stars. Look at the stars, people. As I said, I feel looking at the stars, we're connecting back to nature, back to the waters above. Always know you are powerful beyond belief. Never, ever, ever forget that. Okay? Ever. And come and get your love. Come and get your love. And the moon. So just behind here, this was a half moon in Sagittarius. So the moon is still in Sag right now. So the moon's probably like here in the sky now. But Sagittarius constellation is behind here. So I just find it fascinating to be like, oh, that's the actual sky and the constellation is behind it. So moving on to the astrological story. If I didn't say already, this will be time stamped. As soon as I can get it time stamped. But we are on the last cycle, literally just here. So let's take a look. So we've got Venus moving into Leo, and then we have a Pisces and Cetus full moon. Okay, so it is a Pisces full moon, but it takes its Cetus watery dip. So yeah, it's just kind of like the peak of it touched into Pisces, but this would be, I mean, Cetus, but it would obviously be different for everyone. But ultimately it's a Pisces and Cetus full moon, but we're not sleeping on Cetus, so that's why he's there. So when it comes to Leo energy, for one, remember we've flipped energy going through this autumn equinox. Fortuna is in Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is transformation, healing and transmutating energy. That is Ophiuchus. So we're literally in transformation time now. And I always said transformation is kind of meaning like in order to get to highs in the market, because many of us just like, oh, we want the next high, when's the next, you know what I'm saying? But we need to go low so we can truly transform. So this is why I says I'm seeing lows coming in Leo energy. To be honest, what I've noticed with throughout Leo energy, having it here too, the market is more negative when Leo energy comes in. Now I don't know why. Leo is fueled by the sun, whereas the market, like money, is water. So maybe could that be why it's just like not much influence? But because it is Leo, Leo energies are coming in. Venus represents the material, like, so literally period point blank, it's the material. It does cover money and love as well. So but we're not talking about love right now. Go watch my other video if you want to know a bit more about that, because we don't have time for that over here. But with the material and money, it's basically everything in the material, because we're focused on money. And Leo, I notice Leo energy is just, it doesn't do the best in the market. So keep that in mind for the future. So because of that, it's like amplifying to me this transformation energy. My laptop made a little blink, so I think it needs its charger. All right, love. And you see, I was feeling a little bit sad at first, but it's like, honestly, I feel like I need to do this, because me talking, it gives me energy. But I'm gonna go to sleep after this because I'm tired. But so Venus, I'm basically seeing money, because Leo's weak. I'm seeing more downward momentum to the downward side. Now, because this Cetus is water, Pisces is water. Cetus is known as the great whale, and Pisces is water. What I've noticed with the Pisces energy is that it's quite weak when it comes to water. So it's like yeah, it's quite weak. So for example, if it's a full moon, it's trying to hold it, it can easily drop quite low. Or if it's a no moon, new moon, and price is trying to find the resistance, price can easily break through Pisces. It may stop there for a little bit, but then it just goes up. So that's what something I've noticed with these two energies. Pisces is just weak, so even more downward momentum. Like price will really want to find the bottom when it's a full moon. That's what price wants to do. It wants to find its official support. It wants to find its new support level. So that's what it's going to be doing, which I feel it all correlates because the energy's flipped now. We are in our bull run. We're in our bull run, but the bull run just don't start like that. It has to fully transform. So the energies are kicking in. Okay, it's kicking in. Where Leo just, the sun, just no impact on the market because it's ruled more by the moon, water. So downward momentum, Pisces being weak, this wanting to find its proper support will just push it to its full support. Okay, so that is what I am seeing there. And then we'll reach into October for our next video, starting off with the aliens, but we'll get there soon. But that's a sneak peek into October anyway. So let's get on to the technical analysis now. If this like story made sense to you, if you can see that in the markets, do let me know. Let me know the parts of the videos that you like as well. So moving on to Bitcoin. Now my RSI is working, thankfully. But I only have the free version, so I can only put on 3 indicators. So that's why the white line is the 200 moving average, and then these are the luminary moving averages. So we've got Uranus here, we've got Pluto and Mercury. This dark line is Saturn, this orange line is Venus, and what's this one? I can't remember. Let's take a look. Neptune. So someone left a comment under one of my videos. I've not managed to respond yet, but they mentioned like Neptune is like has a role to play in Bitcoin's movement. Now I don't know if that was coming from like their mainstream chart. I'm not quite sure because I don't know what Bitcoin's Neptune is. Is it? Bear with me while I just get a piece of paper, because thankfully I left it in a place where I could find it quickly. So Bitcoin's Neptune, I do have Bitcoin's birth chart reading on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check that out if you'd like, but I just have to check the piece of paper quickly. So Capricorn. So that would make sense to me. If Neptune has an influence over Bitcoin, it would make sense because Bitcoin has like Capricorn energy anyway. Bitcoin is there to set the solid foundation and to lay it out. So it's interesting to know how Bitcoin just interacts with this line. So I do want to show you something on the weekly. Cycly. So on the cycly with the RSI at the top, as you can see, price like Bitcoin, it's at a very interesting point where it can easily just get rejected and come down, because look, we've got like touch points there, 1 2 3, let's count them, 4 5 6 7, bit close to it then, 8 9 10 11 12, but it's all going all the way back to, is it 2018, so it's at quite a crucial point where price could just simply just drop down. So again, confirming more downward momentum. Going on to the daily, back to the daily. So I just want to show you the Venus line. So we know Venus is here. Venus represents the material, period, point blank. It's just everything in the material, covers money as well. So I just find it interesting how recently it was respecting the Venus line. It's in between the Venus and Neptune. So well under Uranus. Uranus controls just a lot, Uranus and Saturn, and I find that interesting. Like, price is just in between them right now based on the mythology. I don't know much about it, but I'm super excited to learn more when Waters above comes out with his mythology course. So I feel it would just give extra insight into all of this, because these two are big players in the whole illusion of time, this whole place that we're in. But anyway, it's like it was caught between Venus bouncing off it, finding support, bounced off of Neptune. So Neptune's just like, okay, we're creating that solid foundation now. It broke below Venus, and then it found support. No, it found its resistance off Venus now. So instead of support, it's now its resistance. And as you can see, it's just hit it nicely. Crossed the 200 moving average, and that has crossed. It's about to cross here as well, so that could confirm more downside, because all of these, Venus and Neptune and Uranus, are sloping down. However, these are kind of starting to slope this way. It's kind of showing me that price seems like it's ready to just come down to at least this level first, and it may hover a bit and then drop a little bit lower and then go on up. But we'll see. Let's make this just a little smaller. Come on, laptop, we're almost there. We are. Okay. Yeah, let's take just a clearer look at this. And again, I just like how price was supported when it was like far away from Venus, and that it's like Mercury and Pluto come in. And I just find it so fascinating, because Mercury and Pluto are the messengers and they're close together. So that's super interesting. It's looking like Saturn follows them a bit closer as well. I'm learning all this. I'm literally learning it. It's just fascinating to see. Yeah, I'll probably just observe that another time. But let's look on smaller time frame, 4 hour. Psi. Why is my RSI like that? It's kind of come on, laptop. Do you see the struggle, family? Do you see the struggle? Like, are you just not gonna move? Anyway, forget it. Just forget it. I'm seeing here is going to be a next leg down. Do I already have the drawings? I think I do. Let me just not hide it. Yeah. So straight away I can see that 24 is just the next range. That's just what's going to happen. So we've got Pluto, Mercury and Saturn crossing over the others right now. So it's like, as this slopes down on the 4 hour, it could literally just push us down further. And what's the RSI? I'm trying to, there we go, make the RSI smaller. That's it. So again, if we do have like, so I'm going to move this line because we don't need it anymore. Oh, I got rid of the RSI. Oh, okay, let's just put that back. Now it's at the bottom. Right, so it is what it is. We shan't move it. I just want this white line gone because I couldn't see. Okay. Yeah, it's just even showing me like this little bit. Even if we move up this tiny bit, it's just rejection down. And the moment we get underneath this 200 moving average on the 4 hour, so the moment we reach like 2060 instead of 2065, it's down to 24 from there. That's what I'm seeing personally. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. Just check on the hour, see how, if it's got much room to the top side or not. Right, so right now price is actually being supported by all of the luminaries. It's just, look how it's just like hovering, it's just there, but this just looks like a flat shoulder, head and shoulder happening here, like it's ready to just square and go down. The 200 moving average on the 100 on the hour time frame is keeping it at that price. So like I says, even if it attempts to go up a little bit, I just don't see much movement. It's just more like, oh, we're going down. But the RSI is still showing like a little bit of room to the upside, but the volume may not be a lot in price. Like it literally just may move to that 267, 268, just a peak up above it and then come down. But what we want to look for is just like it's not getting higher than 27 basically, because you see how this got nowhere higher than that, so that just signaled whoop down. Here it couldn't get higher than this point, so we just dropped down. So even if it does extend a little, anticipate downward movement. So that's what I'm seeing there. But when we look on the DXY, we'll get a clearer picture on like what is happening. Okay, we'll get that clearer picture. But as you can see on the daily, 24 is just looking like the nicest level, and after 24 we've got here. So let's just put in a line just in case we do another wick. I'm not going to put in a line, I'm going to put in a zone, a rectangle, because we've got this trading cluster here. This was just a clear box once upon a time, and then I made it, and I done an accident, and then there was a red outline. I was like, oh, I've just left it alone because that's sake of some time. But that's like the next level. What I'm seeing, like tipping 20 to 19k. I also want to point out that this here, right here, was the 15th, 17th of October. This time, just get an arrow. So where it was just a brilliant time to buy. Oh, it went all the way into January. Oh, take note of that. So it's like the perfect buying time is, you can't even see it. You can't even see it. I'm not a expert, so I'm gonna draw it from up here so we can actually see. So this gap here basically seemed like the perfect buying time. You notice from going into oh, is this into the new year? Oh, the new year was a perfect buying time. When was here? June. So I'm seeing like a good buying time coming up now. Basically winter, there's going to be a good buying time. This could come a little earlier, so it's like, this was January, I thought it was like September, but no, it's Jan. I was reading Saturday. It's January 2023, but it's like we could get our wick down to here. Yeah, I'm seeing this looks like quite a big drop. That's quite a big drop, but I still feel this would be an amazing structure because we're still creating a higher low. Now if if there's a wick that comes down, even to just like some fast ass wick that's just like whoa, but then it just comes up straight away, I'm just not seeing the body of the candle being any lower than here. Personally, any lower than this zone. We might just trade in here for a bit before we get back up to this zone, trade again. Shall I draw a line? Let's be creative. Let's use our brush. But I'm kind of seeing a drop down to here, and then it probably does that, may break through first and then retest quickly, and then comes down. There may be the biggest wick. I don't know, but that would just be a wick. Like I said, I'm only seeing the body of the candle being at the top. Go away now. Oh, it's fine, it's just there. But then I'm kind of seeing it doing this, break through, and then go on back up, you know, beginning to make its journey. Look, and June again. I did say August. Could that just go on up? We could see all-time highs. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's move on to XRP, and then we'll finish with the DXY, and then mama's going to sleep. Mama's gonna rest. Well, it takes a while to upload, so about 40 minutes or so. So let's just clear all this noise. I feel I need another XRP chart because I don't want to get rid of my previous drawings and stuff. So let's take a look on this one. Just what's going on, XRP. Oh man, what's happened here? Why don't the things just delete? Okay, I don't know what I deleted then. This is frustrating me. Okay. I feel for my next video I may just start afresh on the charts. We'll redraw it and we'll do it together, because I've got a little less to share for next video, so I'll probably have a bit more time. But I'm seeing price again here. It's at like a crucial point, because price touched it there and there was a little interaction there, a little one here, but you can't really see it. Here again, here. And so it's kind of like at a zone where it's just ready to reject. Again, on the RSI, it's looking like it could easily just be rejected off the 50 to then just go and make its next leg down. So that's interesting. Let's look on the daily a little closer. Yes, so again, on the daily, that looks like it's attempting to go a little bit up, but even if it is to do that, I'm just not seeing it go very far. Like maybe this, what was it, Neptune 1 may have pushed it up a little bit, but the 200 moving average price is just stuck below it, and you've got Uranus there and Saturn there. It's like they're in between this right now. And it's like, imagine when these two come and cross, is that when the true, like when it's fully kicking off? So that's why I'm going to keep them on. It's going to be interesting to follow. But again, this is just looking appealing to just come down and rest on here. That's what I'm seeing, that 44 region, and we may get a wick lower. Probably even to here, because this is another zone. As you can see, the drawings are too confusing, the lines, but as you can see, there's a zone here, and here. So it's like we could either get a wick down to here, 40, or price may sit at 40 here. It may just start there again, and that's our lowest low. But if we stay at 44, like the body of the candle, so even if we do wick for some crazy ass wick, and then it bounces up and the body of the candle just hovers around 44, then it's like that's our last lower low, but then higher low, but then these are as well. So as long as XRP I feel stays above these. If it goes below these, it's just like, okay, what's going on? Like, scratched head time, what's happening? But yeah, clearly it's like wedged between there right now. Maybe that's why price has just been very slow moving, because it's literally wedged between Neptune and the 200 moving average. But again, it's like the moment price goes under this little zone here, 50, we're quickly going down to 49. And we may just find a little support here. We may get a little trading cluster. Again, that does make sense. We've got some trading clusters over here, but to just be supported by Venus, that's Venus. So that little support of Venus, and if XRP just breaks through that, he is just looking like the most comfortably seat ever right now for the market. Now, something I haven't got into, but which is important, is to keep an eye on the stocks. Now, I do keep an eye on the stocks because I do that when I'm like studying through my mentor, but like I've not shared it yet. But that is something to keep an eye on, because especially Bitcoin, it correlates with it. So yeah, that is something to keep an eye on. And again, on the 4-hour price, it's hovering, it's being supported by the 200 moving average right now, though it's like on the RSI we're on a downward trend quite clearly, and the moment we kind of thoroughly break through the 50, that could just impact the downward momentum. And of course, price, as I says, the moon wants to find its bottom, so price is just going to fall eventually so it can find its true support to finish off its structure. But yeah, there's nothing really pushing it right now. Maybe like if I had the other moving averages on, it would make a bit more sense, but I've got the free version for now. I say it got some time. So okay, why I need to get this brush off, it's frustrating me. Go away. Okay, on the hour, there could be slight upward momentum. There could be, but there just doesn't seem much volume in the market right now. So it's like, even if it does, to fill out probably up here, I just don't feel it's getting that high. I just don't. But because of where these moving averages are, it could literally push it up a bit for it to just then get rejected and go back down. I want to take a look on a smaller time frame for this. Okay, and then you see on the smaller time frame, we're seeing that price is actually wedged. It's just wedged. So come on. Oh no. What? Oh, I'll just do that. There we go. Yeah, price is just wedged. So that's why it's just ranging. Literally Saturn and Uranus on the outside again. Yeah, it's just going down. It's the best way to put it. Let's take a look at the DXY, and we'll finish on that. And laptop, you can sleep after you've uploaded it. As the winds are blowing, these extreme weather conditions. Let's move on to the daily. Yeah, usually when it gets to the DXY, we go through it so quick because look at my laptop. Look at my laptop. Who would like to get me an actual MacBook? Or I just don't understand why don't laptops just work? Because I don't get it. I don't understand. That's just I guess my feminine nature in me. Just work. You know what I'm saying? Please, fam, please. Anyway, because of how the 200 moving average is just getting ready to slope up and follow Pluto, Mercury, along with Saturn, this is just showing me straight away more upward momentum to go for the DXY, for the dollar. Again, the RSI is looking like it's coiling up like a big coil, even though the price has gone a bit higher. It's like on the RSI, it's coiling up. And even though it's quietly overbrought, this is where it just gets super extended. And when it's getting super extended, this is where we're anticipating this big fall in crypto. Now, that's a coil. That's very coiled, and it's kind of ready to go. That's what I'm seeing with the DXY. Let's take a look on the smaller time frames. Now, look how it just was supported right there off Venus and Neptune, in between Uranus. Fascinating. I've been saying randomly, like after I have a drink, just like refreshing. I'll just make myself laugh. Yeah, so okay, on the 4 hour, let's put our drawings back on so things make a little bit more sense. That's it. Oh, what's happened? Pressed it twice. Be nice. So, as you can see, my terrible drawing here, I was like, oh, we may have a break, little retest, and then boom, it's going up. But it kind of already looks like it's done its tiny little break and retest on the 4 hour. So we'll see with that. RSI though is looking, oh gosh, laptop almost fell. It's just me, I can't even see what that's. Why is this yellow line here? I did notice it before, but okay, I'm not really seeing what the RSI is saying there, to be honest. If anyone could see that, do let me know. But it's either or, really. It's got room to go to that side. It's got room to come down to the 50 to find support off there, to then go up. So the market is closed right now, so it does have space to it has space. It has space. The cryptos did look like they could move up just a tiny bit as well, excuse me. So maybe once the market opens, we could see that little bit of a retracement, or just that little bit of extra upward momentum before it's ready to go back down. And as the market opens, it's like the DXY, it could just come down that little bit before it continues to the upside, before it just springs off like a kangaroo. And again, because of the 1 hour, it's like where the luminaries are and the moving average, it's like it wouldn't come back that far. Also, it broke through this little zone. As you can see, that was a resistance. Hit it, come down, found its support again off the 200. And it's broke through and has retested it, not once, but twice. Well, 3 times, like a tiny one, and then another one. So that is interesting. I just want to take a look at the candle view for you. Right. I don't like the candle view. It hurts my eyes, so I'm going back to this one. Forgive me. I am a character, my own character, okay? But yeah, on the hour for the RSI, it is looking like that little bit of downward, down a bit, but it's not going down for long. It seriously seems like it wants to overextend on the daily to just get that last leg in there, to just be like, whoa. Let's just take a look at this one. You notice I ain't saying that word. And again, this is just thoroughly overextended. It's just thoroughly, it's like getting to this point, this is where you laugh and you just know it's just all manipulated, because what's going on, dollar? What is going on? So that's what I'm kind of seeing. I'm definitely seeing it's getting ready to just go up even more. However, because of like what's going on, this full moon energy kicks in 5 days before and 5 days after. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, as the market is fully open anyway, price could be getting ready to find its bottom. But because we also go 5 days after, so that would be about here, if like like crypto market hasn't taken its downward movement just yet, if it hasn't, keep in mind up until Wednesday, and Mercury moves into Virgo, so that's a whole different story. That's an interesting story, but we'll get into that on the next video, next cycle. But if this did make any sense, do let me know. If it helped you at all, if it resonated, if it made you go, oh wow. I will be getting better with my TA. I will be. Somehow I'm learning. Okay, we're doing it together. But anyway, thank you for watching this Crypto Angles podcast. Make sure you stick around for the next one, where we'll go over the aliens and we'll see how the market has actually responded. Crypto Angles podcast number 27 of them I've done. But anyway, some are hidden on my Patreon, but the rest are on YouTube. So yeah, if you'd like, remember, do grab this calendar. It is a sale. And also, if you would like a reading, a personal reading from me, then now is the time. Now is the time, because after the 30th of September it will be going up to full price. So do let me know if you'd like that. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video to the very end. Thank you for having patience with me, and I'll catch you in the next video. But anyway, Angel out. Bye.